Hello traders, in this video I want to speak about EURUSD and I will make a top-down analysis on this pair starting from the monthly time frame down to daily time frame. This is to help us understand where we have the highest probability for the next potential move on this asset. So let's quickly go into the chart. Here I am in the monthly time frame, and what do we see from the monthly time frame? From the monthly time frame, all we can see is that price is currently testing a pullback resistance. Okay, we see how price previously broke out of this level from the monthly time frame around September 2021, and price is currently testing that level again right now. And from here we see some probabilities for market to pull back. So from the monthly time frame, we are likely going to see some form of pullback of this impulse like pattern that is being created. So another thing we can do is, after the impulse, all we need to do is to measure with Fibonacci ratio. So placing it from the lowest point here, placing a Fibonacci from the lowest point to the highest point like this, we can see the 50% Fibo retracement level to be around this level here, which also shares confluence with the previous resistance level. So we see how here previously served as a resistance level, so it's now broken to the upside, which will now turn to what? Support. So we are likely going to see some form of pullback to that broken resistance, which will now turn support. So we are likely going to see a correction from the monthly time frame. Now let's quickly check the weekly. Going down to the weekly time frame, what do we see? All we can see from the monthly time frame is impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, and a slight correction that is currently happening. So what we can see again is that from the weekly time frame, here is a pullback support. So as price is making a correction, we are likely to see it react at the pullback support. So we are likely to see further correction down to this level. So from weekly time frame, all we can simply see is that there is possibility for the correction to continue further, dropping back to the pullback support. So we are likely bearish too in EURUSD from the weekly time frame. So let's now check the daily. Here from the daily time frame, all we can see is that from the daily time frame here, price is at the pullback support. Okay, if we observe this, we can see clearly that here had been a previous resistance level. Price also resisted here, and right now price is at that same level. Okay, so from the daily time frame, we can see that the market is still bullish. Okay, the market is still bullish. So if you put your trend line from here, you can see that the market is still bullish and might likely continue bullish. So for us to sell further, we are likely to see the price break the trend line and the key level. So this remains the key level, this is the trend line. So we are likely going to see price remain above the key level if we don't get a break below the two price zones. So if we get a break below the two price levels, we can comfortably short the market like this. All right, so I anticipate a break below the key level and the trend line for us to be able to sell this asset. And if we are to make the sale, our next significant support level can be at this price for a medium term perspective. we are likely going to see price fall back to that level. So before then, market can remain bullish from the daily time frame. So what we anticipate or what we envisage from the daily time frame, or our key levels from the daily, firstly, this pullback support where the market closed, okay, which I've identified here, which is the current price. Here is a reasonable support level. Here is a reasonable support level. So I anticipate price to fall back to the support, but before that, I need to see a break of this trend line, that is this recent bullish trend that emerged. I need to see a break of that trend line and also this key level here. Why I call this area a key level is because let me show you. So why I call here a key level is because here it previously served as a resistance. It also served as a resistance level here. It got broken to the upside around 24th June last month, and right now price also closed above that level. So it is a key level that is serving as a dynamic resistance and support. So that price zone need to be broken, and the moment it gets broken, we will see more bearish price action. We will see more of sellers dominating the market, since the weekly and monthly are all looking bearish. So that's the analysis in Euro USD.